Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Are you living your life or just surviving it? Are you letting the clock dictate your destiny, or are you bending time to your will? Here's the truth that separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. It's the willingness to do whatever it takes, no matter the cost. Today, we're going to talk about a principle so powerful, so transformative, that it can change the course of your entire life work like hell. Success doesn't knock on your door, you have to hunt it down. Greatness isn't gifted, it's earned. You know, there's something remarkable that happens when you stop settling for mediocrity and begin aiming for something truly extraordinary. Most people go through life setting small goals, comfortable goals. They aim for things they feel they can achieve without too much struggle, without stepping too far outside of their comfort zone. But here's the truth: small goals will get you small results. They will ask for small effort, and they'll only stretch you a little. But if you want to live a life that's truly fulfilling, a life that excites you, then you need to set a vision that's so big, so bold, that it actually scares you. You've got to stretch beyond what you think is possible. That's the only way to grow. Dreams aren't meant to make you feel comfortable. They're meant to challenge you, to push you beyond your limits. If your dreams aren't making you a little uncomfortable, then I'm telling you right now, you're playing too small. A grand vision requires everything you've got. It demands your full energy, your dedication, and your commitment to doing whatever it takes. And when you set that kind of vision for yourself, when you dare to dream big, that's when things start to happen. That's when you find yourself growing in ways you never imagined. But here's the thing: a vision this big, this bold, won't work unless you're crystal clear about what you want. If your destination isn't compelling enough, if you're not truly moved by the idea of achieving it, you'll find every excuse in the book to stay right where you are. You'll convince yourself that you don't have the time, the resources, the connections, the knowledge, or any of the other excuses people use to stay stuck. The truth is, without a clear, compelling vision, there will always be something to hold you back. And that's why you've got to get your vision right. You have to make it so clear, so vivid in your mind that you can't help but chase it. You need to see it in every detail, feel it in every fiber of your being. It should light a fire inside of you so bright that no challenge can put it out. Your vision should keep you up at night, should get you out of bed early in the morning, should drive your every decision and action. It's the fuel that will keep you moving forward when the road gets tough. Without a compelling vision, you'll never have the energy or the motivation to push through the obstacles. You'll find yourself making excuses, finding reasons to stay in your comfort zone, letting time slip by without making progress. But when your vision is clear, when you can see what's possible with such certainty, you'll find the strength to overcome whatever stands in your way. You'll stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating the perfect moment. You'll stop making excuses and start taking action. So think bigger, dream bigger. Set a vision that challenges everything you think you know about your own potential. Make it so clear that there's no turning back. And let that vision fuel your every move. Because when you have a vision that powerful, that compelling, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stand in your way. You've got everything you need within you to make it happen. Now go out and do it. Let me ask you something. How often do you find yourself waiting for the right moment to take action? How many times have you convinced yourself that you'll start when everything is perfect, when the conditions are just right, when you feel fully prepared? Here's the hard truth: waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. Perfection is the enemy of progress. If you're waiting to feel ready, you'll be waiting forever. The time to start is now. It doesn't matter if you feel ready or not. Start before you feel ready. You see, the biggest mistake most people make is waiting for everything to line up before they take action. They wait for the right time, the right resources, the right opportunity, and before they know it, time has passed them by. Meanwhile, the people who are truly successful aren't sitting around waiting for perfection. They're out there taking imperfect action, learning from their mistakes, and improving as they go. They understand that perfection is a moving target. It's an illusion that holds you back from moving forward. The truth is, the confidence you're waiting for doesn't come from preparing more or waiting for the stars to align. It comes from doing. Confidence is built through action. The more you do, the more confident you become. You learn by taking steps, even if those steps are messy, uncertain, or full of mistakes. In fact, mistakes are part of the process. They're not setbacks, they're stepping stones. Every mistake is a lesson. Every failure is a step toward success. But you'll never learn those lessons unless you start. And the only way to start is by taking action right now, even if you don't feel ready. The key to success isn't waiting for the perfect conditions. It's momentum. When you start, even if it's messy or imperfect, you build momentum. Every small step you take creates the energy to take the next step. And before you know it, you've made more progress than you ever imagined. The real secret to achieving anything is not waiting for the perfect time, but creating momentum through consistent action. It's easy to get stuck in analysis and preparation and planning. But that's not where progress happens. Progress happens in the doing. It happens when you stop thinking about all the reasons why you can't and start focusing on the steps you can take right now. There's no such thing as the perfect time to start. The perfect time is the moment you decide to begin. You don't have to have it all figured out before you begin. In fact, trying to figure it all out first will only delay your progress. What you need to do is take that first step. Take action. Even if it feels uncomfortable. Even if it's not perfect. Trust me, the more you do, the more you'll learn and the more you'll grow. And as you gain momentum, things will start falling into place. You'll find your confidence along the way, and you'll look back and realize that the most important part of your journey wasn't waiting for the perfect moment, it was starting before you felt ready. So start now. Start messy. Start unsure. Start with whatever you have. The key is to get moving. Momentum will do the rest. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. Let me tell you something you might not want to hear, but something that will change the way you approach life if you take it to heart. There's no escaping the grind. The grind is the hard work, the late nights, the early mornings, and the sacrifices. It's the part of the journey that many people try to avoid or delay, thinking they can somehow bypass it and still reach their dreams. But here's the hard truth: if you want to achieve anything worthwhile, you've got to embrace the grind. It's not something to fear, something to resent. It's something to welcome, because it's the very thing that will prepare you for the success you desire. The grind isn't punishment. It's preparation. Every hour you put in when others are sleeping, every task you complete when you're tired, every obstacle you face is building you. It's molding you into someone who can handle the success that's coming your way. Success doesn't just fall into your lap, it's earned piece by piece through the sweat and effort you put in, often when nobody else is looking. It's the grind that shapes you into the person you need to be to carry the weight of the success you seek. You see, the grind is where you earn your stripes. It's in those tough moments, those days when you don't feel like pushing through, that you find out who you really are. It's when you keep going, when you don't give up, that you prove to yourself that you have what it takes. And let me tell you, the grind is where resilience is built. It's not the easy days that make you strong. It's the days when you feel like quitting but choose to keep going. It's the times when you feel exhausted, overwhelmed, and unsure. But you push through anyway, because you know that's where the growth happens. Most people want the reward without the effort. They want the outcome without putting in the work. But if you want the life you've been dreaming of, you have to realize that there's no shortcut. You can't skip the grind. You can't avoid the early mornings or the late nights. You can't expect success to come without effort. The road to greatness is paved with hard work and sacrifice. And if you're willing to walk that road, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. The grind is where you build the foundation for your future. It's where you develop the discipline, the commitment, and the drive that will carry you through the challenges ahead. Don't shy away from the hard work. Don't look for ways to get out of it. Look for ways to dive deeper into it. The grind is your opportunity to prove that you have what it takes. It's the price you pay for success, and it's worth every ounce of effort. So the next time you're faced with the grind, don't run from it. Don't complain about it. Don't wish it away. Run toward it. Embrace it. Welcome it as the necessary part of the process that it is. It's your chance to prove that you're willing to do whatever it takes. And when you do, you'll find that not only will you earn the success you've been chasing, but you'll become the person capable of handling it. The grind is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally. Embrace it and watch your dreams come to life. There's a truth that many people ignore or underestimate, and it's one that can change the trajectory of your life if you fully understand it. Motivation is a powerful force that gets you started. It fuels the fire. It gives you that initial burst of energy. But here's the thing, motivation doesn't last. It fades, it disappears, and before you know it, you're left wondering why you're not taking action anymore. So what happens then? What keeps you going when motivation runs dry? The answer is simple: discipline. Discipline is what carries you through when the excitement fades. It's the foundation that holds you up when the winds of motivation have died down. If you rely only on motivation, you're setting yourself up for failure because motivation is inconsistent. There will be days when you're fired up, ready to conquer the world, but there will be many more days when you're tired, discouraged, or just don't feel like putting in the work. On those days, it's discipline that will keep you moving forward. Discipline is what makes you show up when you don't feel like it, but pushes you to do the work even when the enthusiasm is faded. It's the ability to keep going no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on around you. This is where the difference lies between those who achieve and those who only wish. The winners are the ones who've mastered discipline, who've built habits that carry them through the tough times. They don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect mood. They don't sit around hoping for the next burst of motivation. They just keep going. They understand that success is not about feeling inspired every single day. It's about creating the habits and systems that ensure you're moving forward, regardless of how you feel in the moment. If you want to make lasting progress, you've got to master your discipline. It's not just about pushing yourself in the good times. It's about showing up when it's hard. It's about doing what you need to do when you're tired, when you're busy, when life throws obstacles in your way. It's in those moments that your discipline will make all the difference. It's the discipline to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions are tempting you. It's the discipline to keep working when others are quitting. And it's the discipline to maintain consistency over time. Because success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Building discipline isn't easy, but it's simple. It starts with small habits, little actions that you take every day, even when you don't feel like it. And over time, those small actions compound into something big. The key is to create habits that are automatic, that don't require motivation to get started. When you master these habits, you will be unstoppable. Because when motivation fades, and it will fade, you'll have the discipline to keep moving forward. So if you want to win, if you want to be successful, don't wait for motivation to strike. Master your discipline. Build habits that will carry you through the tough times, the days when you're feeling low or uninspired. Because in the end, it's not about how you feel, it's about what you do day in and day out. Discipline is what separates the winners from the wishers. And when you master it, there's nothing that can stand in your way. There's a harsh truth that we all need to accept if we want to truly succeed. Someone out there is hungrier than you. Someone is willing to go further, to endure more, and to push themselves harder than you ever imagined. The question is, will you let them beat you? Will you sit back while someone else rises, someone else takes your place because they outworked you? Every minute you spend distracted, every moment you waste, is a moment that someone else is using to get ahead. They're putting in the time. They're grinding, learning, improving, and growing. And while you might be thinking that you'll get to it tomorrow, they're already taking the steps that will separate them from the crowd. They're one step ahead, and if you keep waiting for the right time or the perfect moment, the gap will only grow wider. The truth is, hard work is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter where you come from, what your background is, or what resources you have. What matters is how relentlessly you pursue your goals. It's not about having the most natural talent or the most connections. It's about who is willing to put in the effort when others are taking it easy. It's about showing up when others are still asleep. It's about working through the moments when others would rather quit. If you want to get ahead in life, you need to outwork the competition. It's that simple. You need to be the one who is working when others are taking a break. You need to be the one who's improving, learning, and growing every single day while others are sitting on their potential, letting it slip away. Success isn't just about talent or luck. It's about effort. The most successful people are the ones who understand that every hour they put in is an investment in their future. They understand that every action they take moves them closer to their goal, and that every moment they waste is a moment that someone else is using to get closer to theirs. It's easy to get comfortable, to let the distractions of life pull you away from your purpose. But let me tell you, while you're distracted, someone is working harder. They're putting in the hours that you're choosing to spend on anything other than your dreams. And that's the difference between those who reach the top and those who never make it. Winners don't take breaks when the work isn't done. Winners know that the real work happens when the motivation fades, when things get tough, when no one is watching. The winners outwork everyone around them. So ask yourself, how hard are you willing to work? Are you willing to outlast the competition? Are you willing to keep going when it gets tough? The effort you put in today will pay off tomorrow. It's the hard work, the dedication, the relentless pursuit of your goals that will set you apart from the rest. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it by outworking everyone around you. The competition is already out there. The question is, are you ready to outwork them? We all know that success takes effort, but there's something even more important than effort alone. It's strategy. Effort without strategy is wasted. You can work yourself into exhaustion, but if you're not working smart, you're not truly making progress. There's a difference between being busy and being productive, and that difference is strategy. You must learn to harness your energy, focus it, and apply it in ways that are going to bring real results. If you want to win in life, you have to learn from every failure, every setback, and every challenge you face. When things don't go as planned, don't just move on and forget about it. Take a moment to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? The most successful people in the world don't see failure as something to fear. They see it as a learning opportunity, a chance to refine their approach, and an invitation to get better. Every failure holds a lesson. Every mistake teaches us something valuable, but only if we are open to learning. It's easy to get frustrated when things don't go right, but remember, the road to success is not a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and obstacles. But if you learn to adapt, if you develop the ability to change course when necessary, you will find that these challenges become stepping stones instead of roadblocks. You don't have to have all the answers from the start. What matters is your willingness to learn, to ask questions, and to remain curious. Curiosity is one of the greatest assets you can have. It keeps you open to new ideas, new strategies, and new ways of thinking. It keeps you growing, keeps you evolving, and keeps you moving forward. The most successful people I know didn't get there by following the same old routine and doing what everyone else was doing. They got there by continually seeking ways to improve, to refine their craft, and to adapt to the ever-changing world around them. They are students of their craft, always learning, always pushing themselves to be better, to get smarter, and to find new solutions to old problems. They know that hard work alone won't get them to the top. It's the combination of hard work, strategic thinking, and continuous learning that separates the winners from the rest. You have to make a commitment to yourself. Never stop learning. Never stop growing. Whether it's reading, taking a course, seeking mentorship, or simply reflecting on your own experiences. Make it a habit to constantly improve. The world doesn't reward effort alone, it rewards those who are constantly learning, adapting, and refining their approach. It rewards those who can take what they've learned from their failures and turn it into success. So ask yourself, are you doing everything you can to learn and adapt? Are you constantly seeking out new knowledge, new skills, and new ways to improve your approach? Don't let complacency settle in. Don't allow yourself to believe that you've learned enough or that you've reached your peak. You are capable of so much more, and the world rewards those who refuse to stop growing. Keep learning, keep adapting, and keep pushing forward. It's the key to not just surviving, but thriving in a world that's constantly changing. The people you surround yourself with can make or break your success. I want you to think about this. You cannot soar with eagles if you surround yourself with turkeys. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset, your attitude, and your success. You might have heard it said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, that's not just some catchy quote, it's the truth. The people in your circle either elevate you or drain you. They either lift you up or hold you back. So the question is, what kind of people are you spending your time with? If you surround yourself with people who are content with mediocrity, with those who are always complaining, with those who settle for the bare minimum, then you are going to find it difficult to rise above that. You're going to find yourself pulled down into that same mindset of complacency and self-doubt. But if you choose to surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you, and who push you to be better, your growth will be inevitable. When you surround yourself with excellence, it fuels your own drive. It pushes you to be better, to think bigger, to aim higher, and to take bolder actions. Excellence doesn't just happen by accident. It's a result of the people you learn from, the people you grow with, and the people who challenge you to reach your full potential. Look at the people around you right now. Are they pushing you to be your best? Are they challenging you to think bigger, to take on new challenges, and to step outside your comfort zone? Or are they holding you back, limiting your potential and making excuses for why things can't be done? The energy of the people you surround yourself with is contagious. If you're spending time with people who are constantly striving to improve, you'll find that you naturally start to elevate yourself as well. But this doesn't mean you should just look for people who make you feel good all the time. Sometimes the people who will help you grow the most are those who are unafraid to call you out, to challenge your thinking, to hold you accountable. Those who will tell you the truth, even when it's not easy to hear. True friends, true mentors, true partners in success don't just tell you what you want to hear, they tell you what you need to hear. They challenge your limits. They force you to dig deeper, to give more, and to become the best version of yourself. You don't need to go through this journey alone. Seek out the people who inspire you. Find the mentors who will guide you. Build relationships with those who are further along the path, those who have walked the road you want to walk. Let their energy fuel your own ambition. Let their drive push you to take action. The right people in your life will help you achieve things you never thought possible. And together, you will rise to heights you could never reach alone. So ask yourself, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they lifting you up, or are they holding you back? Choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you, and who will help you become the best version of yourself. Your success depends on it. Hard work is important, but without purpose, it can feel like you're running on a treadmill, putting in all that effort, yet going nowhere. You can work tirelessly, but if you don't have a clear sense of why you're doing it, you will eventually burn out. The days will get long, the challenges will seem endless, and the setbacks will feel unbearable. That's when you need something more than just the desire to succeed. You need a deeper reason, a purpose that drives you even when things aren't easy. You need to find your why. Your why is the fuel that keeps you going when the going gets tough. It's the reason you get up in the morning, even when the world is telling you to quit. It's the fire that burns inside you, the vision that pulls you forward, even on the days when you feel exhausted, discouraged, or defeated. If you don't know your why, it's easy to lose focus. It's easy to give up when the journey gets difficult. But when you uncover the deeper meaning behind your efforts, you will find the strength to press on, no matter the obstacles in your path. Why are you doing this? What drives you to keep going? Is it for your family? Do you want to give them a better life? A future filled with opportunities they never had? Is it for the legacy you want to leave behind? Something that will outlive you? Something that speaks to the impact you made on the world? Or is it simply to prove to yourself that you can do it? To show that you are capable of achieving greatness, no matter the odds? Whatever your why is, hold on to it tightly. Let it be your guiding light, the force that propels you forward when doubt creeps in. When things aren't going your way, when the world feels heavy, your why will remind you of the bigger picture. It will help you see beyond the struggles of the moment and keep you focused on the greater purpose. The road to success is never a straight path. There will be setbacks, failures, and days when you question your journey. But if you know your why, you will never lose sight of why you're doing this in the first place. Think about the moments when you felt at your lowest. What got you through those moments? What made you keep pushing forward when everything seemed impossible? That is your why. It's the reason you're willing to sacrifice, to work harder, and to push yourself further than you ever thought possible. It's what will keep you going when everything else is telling you to quit. So take a moment today and reflect on your why, dig deep, and uncover the purpose behind your work. What is it that drives you? What is the reason that keeps you up at night, pushes you to get up early, and helps you push through the tough times? When you find your why, everything changes. Suddenly, hard work becomes meaningful. It becomes sustainable. It becomes a source of strength. And no matter what challenges you face, your why will carry you through. We live in a world that celebrates hustle. We're taught to keep pushing, keep grinding, keep moving forward at all costs. And while hard work is crucial, there's something that often gets overlooked: rest. Now, let me be clear, rest is not an escape. It's not about running away from the work that needs to be done. It's a strategic weapon. Rest is what allows you to recharge, to reset, and to come back stronger, sharper, and more focused than ever before. Even the fiercest warriors know the importance of rest. They fight hard, they push limits, but they also understand the value of stepping back and replenishing their strength. You cannot keep going without giving yourself time to recover. There's a big difference between pushing through exhaustion and taking a calculated break that sets you up for your next phase of success. Rest isn't about avoiding the grind, it's about enhancing it. It's about making sure that when you show up, you're bringing your best self to the table, not a version of yourself that's running on empty. Burnout has become almost glorified in today's world. People talk about it like it's a badge of honor. I haven't slept in days, I'm working nonstop, I'm always hustling, but let me tell you something that's not a sign of strength. It's a sign of imbalance. Burnout doesn't make you tough, it makes you ineffective. It wears you down, it clouds your judgment, and it erodes your ability to perform at your best. If you truly want to be successful, you must learn to rest strategically. Take the time you need to recharge, reset, and refocus. Your body needs it, your mind needs it, and ultimately your success depends on it. When you rest, you're not just recovering physically. You're giving your mind the space it needs to process, to reflect, and to come up with better ideas. You're allowing your creativity to flow again, giving your problem-solving abilities a chance to regain their sharpness. When you return from rest, you'll find that you're able to tackle your tasks with renewed energy, greater focus, and more clarity. You'll be more productive in the long run because you gave yourself permission to rest and recover. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that resting means you're not doing enough. But the truth is, rest is part of the process. If you want to build something great, if you want to reach your full potential, you must take care of yourself along the way. Don't let the idea of constant hustle trick you into thinking that rest is a luxury you can't afford. Rest is a necessity, not an option. It's a weapon that, when used wisely, will help you achieve more than you ever thought possible. So the next time you feel like you're at your limit, take a step back. Rest. Recharge. Refocus. Come back stronger than before and ready to tackle the next challenge. Because the truth is, when you take care of yourself, you're in the best position to achieve greatness. And greatness, my friend, requires more than just hard work. It requires balance. Success is not something that just happens to you. The finish line doesn't come to you. You must run toward it. No one is going to hand it to you on a silver platter. There is no shortcut, no easy way out. The road to success is a journey filled with challenges, obstacles, and setbacks, but it's also filled with opportunities for growth, learning, and self-discovery. When you encounter those challenges, and you will, it's easy to think that maybe you're not cut out for this journey. It's easy to think about giving up when things get tough. But let me tell you, there is one thing that separates those who succeed from those who don't, and that is persistence. Persistence is the secret weapon of anyone who has ever achieved anything worthwhile. It's not about talent, luck, or perfect circumstances. It's about the ability to keep going when every bone in your body is telling you to stop. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about pushing through the fear, the doubt, and the frustration, because you know deep down that your dreams are worth fighting for. The truth is, success is not a matter of if, but when, if you refuse to quit. There will be days when you feel like you've given everything and still aren't where you want to be. You'll face obstacles that seem insurmountable. You'll encounter people who tell you that it's impossible, that you're wasting your time. But those are the moments when persistence becomes your most powerful tool. When you keep going in the face of adversity, when you don't let setbacks knock you off course, you build something that no failure can ever take from you: resilience. The more you push, the stronger you become. And eventually, all that hard work, all that effort will pay off. But you can't stop. You can't give up when it gets tough. You can't allow doubt to creep in and tell you that it's not worth it. Keep going. Even when things are unclear, even when the finish line seems far away, keep moving forward. Every step you take is progress. Every obstacle you overcome is a victory. And every failure is just a lesson learned. The key is to never stop. The moment you stop, you close the door on the possibility of success. But if you keep going, you'll break through the walls that are standing in your way. The path to success is not a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. But if you persist, if you refuse to let setbacks define you, you will get there. Your goals are waiting for you on the other side of persistence. The only way to fail is to stop trying, so don't quit. Keep going. Always keep going. Because success isn't for the ones who give up, it's for the ones who push through, who stay determined, and who refuse to quit no matter what. So remember this: the finish line isn't going to come to you. You must run toward it. And when you do, you'll find that persistence breaks down every wall that stands between you and your success. Keep going and success will follow. Working like hell is not just about effort, it's about effort with direction, with passion, with purpose. The world owes you nothing, but it will give you everything if you earn it. So roll up your sleeves, embrace the challenge, and remember, the harder you work, the luckier you become. Thank you.